Okay guys, so today we're working on subtraction, and I gave you a few subtraction problems to try. With multi-digit subtraction, if you do need to draw the lines in like this to keep your numbers lined right up where they belong, that's fine. It'll keep your answers in the right columns, which is really important when we're doing multi-digit subtraction. Okay, so we're going to start over here on the right hand side where we always start, and we're going to do 5 minus 1, that's 4. We come to the next column, 6 minus 9, I can't do it. And you definitely should not do 9 minus 6, because we don't go from the bottom up, but we go from the top down. It's kind of like something falling, the top down. Okay, so in order to be able to do it, we have to come over here and borrow from our 100s friend. Okay, make 400 into 300 and put an extra 100 in this column. So now we have 16 minus 9, which is much easier to deal with. Okay, 16 minus 9 is 7, and I'm going to put it right below there in the correct column. And then 3 minus 3 is 0. So you'll be able to see your answer should be 74. You can have that. Now, you didn't need to use these columns, but if you wanted to use them, then you could use them. Okay? The next one, number 2. Okay, again, use the columns or not. But we're going to start right here on the right-hand side. And I'm going to say 1 minus 2, I can't do that. And don't try to do 2 minus 1. Remember, top down. Got to come over here and borrow from a tens friend. Make the 40 into a 30, the 4 into a 3, and put the extra 10 over here. So now I have 11 minus 2. That's 9. 3 minus 2 is 1. Get over here, 0 minus 2, I can't do that. Okay, and I'm certainly not going to do 2 minus 0, because things don't fall up, they fall down. We work from the top down. So I have to come over here and borrow one of these thousands. 9 is going to turn into 8. I'm going to put the other one right here. So now I have 10 minus 2 is going to be 8. And 8 minus 6 will be 2. So your answer for this one should be 2,819. Okay, that is the answer. It's always a good idea to circle your answers too, so in case you do have a lot of work, the teacher can see that on the page that you tried. The next problem is, we're going to start here on the right hand side. 1 minus 3, I can't do it. Don't do 3 minus 1. Let's try to do 1 minus 3. Nope. I'm going to have to come over here to borrow. But there's nothing to borrow. There's no number there. There's 0. Okay? So I have to go over one more to try to borrow for it. Well, there's nothing there to borrow either. So I have to come all the way over to the thousands place before I can start borrowing. Okay? I'll borrow 1,000. That should be plenty. And I'll put that 1,000 here. Now I at least have 10, so I can borrow for this guy here. Okay, so I'm going to borrow 1. Borrow one of the hundreds, so put it there. Now I have a 10 here, so I can borrow for this guy. Okay, so it's like a chain. Make that into a 9 and put the 1 here. Now I can do this problem much more easily. I have 11 minus 3 is 8. 9 minus 2 is 7. 9 minus 4 is 5. And 4 minus nothing is 4. So your answer to number 3 should be 4,578. Next, I have 6,000 minus 5,599. 0 minus 9, can't do it. 0 minus 9, can't do it. 0 minus 5, can't do it. I had to come all the way over here again. I'm going to borrow from here, make it a 5, put a 1 here. Thank goodness now I have something to borrow from to get the rest of my numbers started. Okay, so borrow 1 from that, make it a 9, borrow 1 from that, make it a 9. Here's the 10 here. 10 minus 9 is 1. 9 minus 9 is 0. 9 minus 5 is 4. And 5 minus 5, 0. So you can write nothing, or you can put a 0 there. And your answer is going to be 401. Alright, so that is how we do multi-digit subtraction, and multi-digit subtraction moving across zeros. Again, the key thing to remember, start on the right-hand side, go from top to bottom, okay, and if you have to keep moving over to borrow from somebody, then go ahead and do that. Okay, and let's see if there are any questions.